Okay, so my favorite and most used running shoe from On Running is the Cloud Monster. I love this shoe so much that I got 2 pairs of these bad boys. Not the most financially responsible decision I ever made, but you only live once, YOLO. Okay, my name is Aubrey. I'm a self-professed On Running fanboy. Just being honest with you, I love everything On Running. I sometimes don't like their prices. In this video, I want to talk about the type of On Running shoe you're going to need depending on what type of run you are doing. So this is my most recommended On Running shoe depending on workout format. Before we get started, my name is Aubrey. I'm a very average runner, simply trying to be less average by the day, as at the time of filming this, you guys have given me 5,238 subscribers, and I am very, very thankful. Thank you. If you happen to be on Instagram, please do give me a follow, aubrey.running. It'll be good to connect with you. Let's get going. Easy run. Now, the kind of easy run I'm talking about here is pace is not an issue. You're just going out to enjoy your running experience, or maybe your favorite musician has released an album you want to listen to whilst you're on a run. Or you've had a long day, you just want to enjoy a good de-stressing run, and speed is not an issue. Time is not an issue. The Cloud Surfer 7. Now listen, they've removed the speed board, they've re-engineered the clouds that we see, the holes you see there, and they collapse against each other, creating a very plush and very comfortable feel. If I'm honest, this should have been classified as a max cushion shoe in place of the Monster. I challenged On Running that if they do another version of the Monster, they should take this as a learning and incorporate it into that shoe. It's a plush feeling shoe. In fact, this shoe is going to make an appearance when we start talking about long runs. But for now, easy run recommendation has to be the Cloud Surfer 7. Okay, so speed is not an issue in this one, nor is pace. But let's talk about distance, but more importantly, price. There, and other specs you might want to know there. The Cloud Runner is pitched as one of the more affordable shoes from On Running. Now for me, if you put away the price, what I like about this is it's simple. It's very minimalistic. Now I don't want to make it sound too basic, because remember, it still has a speed board, so it will give you a return of energy. What I do like about it though, for that 5K to 10K distance, it's a very simple shoe. More importantly, even to walk in, if you're going to the train station, you're going to go do your shopping. I've got a better shoe for that. So hold on until the end where I do the Tesco test. But the Cloud Runner is that minimalistic, very simple shoe that just gets it done, and being pitched as one of the more affordable shoes from On Running. Okay, On Running fanboy? Yes, I am. A trail runner? No, I'm not. But I do once in a while like to get in the trails and mix it up a little bit just to keep my running fresh. The Cloud VISTA is not the best trail running shoe On Running makes. There are much better ones. But in my opinion, it's the best looking one, and therefore it's the one I went with. Sorry, I know that sounds superficial, but I want to be honest with you. This is one of the best looking trail running shoes I've ever seen. But what I like the most about it is it's a road to trail shoe. If you look at the lugs underneath, it's not aggressive enough to be purely trail. So when I'm leaving my house, I'm running on pavements to get to where I'm going. It serves a purpose for that too. But like I mentioned, the bigger reason, and forgive me, I'm going to sound superficial here, is the aesthetics. I've never seen a trail running shoe this pretty. Because I'll be honest with you, trail running shoes are ugly, bro. And once in a while, they'll make nice ones. Other brands, even On Running. But I have to say, this is definitely the best one. So, trail running option for me personally. You don't have to like this, but for me, based on my experience and aesthetic preference, it has to be the Cloud VISTA. Not quite an easy run, but a steady run. Actually, even if you're doing an easy run, but to a steady run, meaning a little more effort, you're expecting some return of energy because you're targeting a slower pace, but a bit faster than an easy run, or even doing a recovery run, to be honest, Cloud STRATUS. On Running might pitch this shoe differently, but for me, This is a very comfortable, but it gives you some return of energy that you're not completely slouching in your run, but it's not a fast session. Headphones in, good steady pace. The Cloud Stratus has to be that shoe. Two good things to highlight about the shoe. They've just discounted it, which is probably symptomatic of a new version about to be released. So you can now get this much cheaper than its full price. The second thing is, despite it having a speed board, which speaks to that return of energy I said, the cushioning in this shoe makes it one you definitely have to consider. So I highly recommend, if I'm doing a steady run, no brainer, this is that shoe. Okay, so my favorite and most used running shoe from On Running is the Cloud Monster. I love this shoe so much that I got 2 pairs of these bad boys. Not the most financially responsible decision I ever made, but you only live once, YOLO. Let's talk about it. Now, why? It's the versatility of this shoe. All of the runs we've talked about now can be done with this, but I actually love this also for my fast workouts. Now, the reason I say fast workouts, fast to me might not be fast to you. But when I do my sessions where I'm doing 400s, 200s, and I'm doing intervals for those reps, this is that shoe. When I'm doing a long run where I've got my headphones in and all that matters is covering a certain duration or a certain distance, I've got these in. My favorite artist has released a new album. I'm just trying to hear it. Boom. I'm trying to do a school run. I need to pick up my son from school and be the swagged out dad. Boom. Going to Tesco to pick out peanut butter. Bang. But you know what? Being the most utilized running shoe I own, the outstole still in peace, this shoe is resilient. This simply is On Running's best work. Okay, so you've got yourself a running coach. You've been doing your easy runs, long runs, intervals, threshold, tempo. You're using words you don't even understand because you want to be a better runner. Race day's here. You're trying to run 10K in less than 50 minutes for the first time ever. Or for you, you just want a PB, whether that's 5K, 10K half marathon, full marathon. What's the On Running shoe to go with? Please don't waste time here. The only thing I don't like about the shoe is the price. Apart from that, this is arguably one of the best running shoes, not just from On Running, but period. I'm going to have to get close for this one. Hold on. I need to do this bad boy justice. This shoe has changed a lot, not only for On Running, but just running in general. This is the Cloud Boom Echo 3. And it purely is, from an aesthetic perspective, as well as performance, one of the best running shoes there is there. It's lightweight. It's design. Now, don't get me wrong, you can get lighter shoes. It's design. It's minimalistic aesthetic. Everything about the shoe has changed so much about running shoes. Race day, fast time. If you can, and you're willing to put it through, I guess, its paces, even for speed workouts, this is one of the best shoes there simply is. On Running's Cloud Boom Echo 3. All right, I've got a fun section next. Let's go to that. Okay, so it's 3:15, which means it's time to go pick up the offspring. Or the missus has messaged or called me and said, Aubrey, have you picked up the bottle of wine from Tesco's? Which I obviously have because I'm a responsible man. And what shoe am I wearing to do all of that in? Essentially, all I'm trying to address in this section is non-running activity. And that is the Cloud Swift. It's this bad boy that I'm wearing right now, and I love it so much. I got it in a different color as well. I got this one for Christmas. Basically, I've had these shoes for about 55 years, even though I'm 39. Basically, I'm trying to stress the fact that these are resilient shoes, but this is my preferred walking shoe. It does have a speed board. It does have a very minimalistic feel to the midsole. If you like running shoes that are closer to the ground, return of energy, this will meet that somewhat. The other thing I love it for, this will sound very superficial, but it tells you that, hold on, hey, what kind of shoe is that? That guy must be a runner. Yeah, of course I am. On Running fanboy over here. That's it. Okay, so if you found this video either informative or even just entertaining or engaging, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It does mean a lot to me as I'm trying to grow the channel. I will also have a lot more of these one brand rotation videos, simply because people are loyal to brands, or just to give you a bit more information to help with your buying. This happened to be my first one because I've got a soft spot for ONRUNNING. So this shoe, the Cloud Stratus, was actually given to me for review purposes. And also, they provided all my racing kit for a previous race I've done. So ONRUNNING, thank you very much. And this is my way of saying thank you. ONRUNNING was the first in this video series, but there are about to be a few more. Thank you for checking this out. It means a lot to me.